You're now entering the missing frame. Today's menu consists of every movie I've seen in theaters dating back to 2008, which adds up to somewhere in the hundreds if I had to guess. I don't know exact numbers, obviously, because that would be a ton of tiny stubs to count. This showcasing of my collection would have dated back to 2002 and my first ticket I kept for the live-action Scooby-Doo movie, but my mom was cleaning my room one fateful day in 2008. One thing led to another, and somehow that pile of tickets became a pile of trash. Anyways, I thought this would be a cool way to give you guys a rapid-fire oral history of almost all of the movies I watched theatrically from age 16 to now. I'm gonna share some fun stories along the way to spice it up, to make it more interesting, so if you do end up enjoying yourself, then please hit that like button and subscribe. Also, I used to work at a second-run movie theater. Like, we wouldn't get the movies like immediately, we would get them like a few months after they had played in the big cinemas. We were the $2 cinema, and I don't have a movie ticket stub for all of those, so I would take the little tickets that we would hand out and write the movie name that I saw on there, so I had some sort of little token of it. The very first movie in the new part of my collection, Eagle Eye. It's crazy this is the first ticket in my collection because I remember this day vividly, because even though the movie isn't very good at all, I am glad for the memory that surrounds it. I was at the library and I ran into one of my friend's older brothers who was much cooler than me, and he asked me to go see this on a whim. Quarantine, Saw 5, Quantum of Solace, the highest grossing film of all time, Avatar in 3D, Don't Ask, Don't Tell, Twilight New Moon, The Time Traveler's Wife. I had a romance novel obsessed girlfriend at the time, okay?
Ice Age 3, The Goods, The Final Destination, The Paranormal Activity, Stepfather featuring Joe from You, Final Destination again, Transformers starring Megan Fox working on Car, The Hangover.
Before we could even get there, my friends and I, we were all raised in religious households, and we ran into our Sunday school teacher on the way in. He was a Coca-Cola driver, and he was bringing a delivery into the front of the movie theater, and he's like, "Hey guys, what you going to see?" And we're just all kind of like kicking our shoes, looking at the ground, and then one of my friends was like, I think we're gonna see The Hangover.
Disney Pixar's Up in 2D, whatever Terminator movie came out in 2009, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Kevin James does a funny on a Segway, Clint Eastwood's Gran Torino, Fast and Furious, I Love You, Man, The Bounty Hunter, Prince of Persia, How to Basic in 3D, also known as How to Train Your Dragon, Alice in Wonderland, Every Day is a Blank Page Waiting to be Filled Out, also known as, I believe, a Pirates of the Caribbean film, The Disaster Movie 2012 featuring my amazing handwriting, Toy Story 3, Year 1. This is terribly unfunny. The Town, Due Date, Jackass 3D, Killers, not the band, not good. The A-Team, and I hate these little ticket stubs. I miss the old ones. Jonah Hex, starring Megan Fox working on wait, wrong franchise. Date Night, starring Michael Scarn. Predators, starring 6ix9ine. Inception, Dinner for Schmucks, Charlie St. Cloud, starring Troy Bolton. The Other Guys, which was not very funny if you ask me. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Piranha 3D.
All I'm gonna say on this one is that it's the final movie that I saw with somebody in my life who is now passed away, so despite the fact that it's a very ridiculous movie, soft spot in my heart.
Unknown entry into the Resident Evil franchise. Paranormal A in Theater A. Bad Teachers, starring my entire high school education. The Change Up? Contagion.
This one hits way too close to home.
Pretty sure this is me wasting money on an IMAX 3D presentation of Transformers 2. And here's me going to see Johnny English Reborn for free. Okay, but I saw this one for free too, and it's actually pretty good. Bridesmaids. Pirates of the Caribbean 4, I believe that's Stranger Tides, featuring my alarm clock that has Pirates of the Caribbean. If you look very closely and very precisely, you can tell that I was at one time obsessed with the Final Destination franchise. Hey, I saw this one in Washington, D.C., Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
This movie theater's so nice. It's It's the biggest one I've ever been in.
Cowboys and Aliens. Horrible Bosses.
Why don't I have the ticket stub for Horrible Bosses, you might be wondering? Well, my horrible boss was so aware of the fact that he was a horrible boss at the movie theater that I worked at that he said, if you bring in your ticket stub to go see Horrible Bosses, I will reimburse you because it will remind you of me.
This movie is actually great. It's Hannah, featuring a score by the Chemical Brothers. Super 8. Tron Legacy, featuring a score by the incredible Daft Punk. Little fuckers. A very washed out ticket to X-Men First Class? The one where the dude drinks his own pee and saws his arm off.
No, but it's actually a really inspiring story, though. It actually inspired me to start drinking my own.
Hall Pass. Disney's Tangled. Red Riding Hood. And for the love of God, change your printer paper. Limitless. Sucker Punch. Insidious. The Foo Fighters back and forth documentary one night only in theaters. I still really like this movie. It's Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, I do not remember this one, but Arthur? Let me take you to Rio, Rio. Well, this is timely. It's Scream 4 that I saw in theaters 11 years ago. Crazy Stupid Love. Fast 5. Not the movie that you'd want to take a date to. Don't ask how I know that. Something Borrowed. A very Harold and Kumar Christmas in 3D. Yeah, I snuck into that one and stole a ticket out of the trash. Tower Heist. Alright, they really gotta start labeling these Paranormal Activity tickets. Thor. Before I knew there was going to be 800 installments in the MCU. The Hangover 2, aka the one that replicated the first movie entirely. I think I'd like a refund, please. Despicable Me.
We had a running joke at our little second run theater about how long would this movie play for because people just kept coming to see it. It was out on DVD and VOD and all that good stuff already, but it played for like 17 or 18 weeks. We had bets running on this thing.
30 minutes or less. Fright Night. Where's the ticket? Where is it? Ted Lasso. Just kidding, it's the talking teddy bear. The Campaign. I think this was another Resident Evil movie in 3D. End of Watch. Okay, yet another Paranormal Activity movie without a number on it, so I think this was part 4. An all-time favorite, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Underworld 4 3D?
Having never seen any of the other Underworld movies, you can probably guess that someone dragged me to this. So, Nate, if you happen to be watching this, hey dude, maybe next time take me to see the other 3 first?
This movie still holds up pretty good. It's Chronicle. The Woman in Black, starring Harry Potter. The one where the kids throw the big party. 21 Jump Street. Ah yes, the start of a franchise. The Hunger Games. The Lorax in 3D. Cabin in Auditorium 12. Someone in the comments is gonna have to figure this one out. Dark Shadows on a darkly printed receipt. Men in Black 3.
Okay, I'm noticing a disturbing trend of me jumping into established franchises without having seen any of the pre-existing movies.
Snow White, a Wes Anderson classic, Moonrise Kingdom, The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm glad these movies are getting reevaluated. Prometheus. I guess I saw Ted again. The Expendables 2, Argo. Finally, somebody labeled it properly. It's part 4. Can I phone a friend? The one where Adele sings the amazing Bond theme. Mission Impossible 4? Yeah, Django Unchained. The Avengers, which I saw at the theater I worked at, second run. Texas Chainsaw. Mama. Evil Dead 2013 is damn good and damn bloody. On the contrary, I don't think I was scared 4 times. Oblivion. Iron Man 3. 6 Fast, 6 Furious. This is the end, aka this is the end of good R-rated comedies. The Purge. World War Z. The Conjuring. Okay, this was a really good R-rated comedy too. We're the Millers. Jobs. Steve Jobs. Oh, Gravity. Bad Grandpa. Okay, wait, is this Hunger Games catching fire? Anchorman 2. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Mission Impossible 5. Black Mass. Not sure what happened to this poor ticket, but Inside Out. Yeah, Ted had a sequel. Furious 7. I honestly could not tell you a single plot point, but The Intern. M. Night Shyamalan Goes Handheld. The Visit. The Lego Movie. Mike Flanagan's Oculus. This movie is underrated and great. The movie they didn't want us to see. The Interview. Alexander and the No Good Really Bad Day, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, The Amazing Andrew Garfield Part 2, Godzilla 2014. I saw this on a total whim, but The Witch, it's now one of my all-time favorites. 10 Cloverfield Lane, Zootopia.
When I saw Zootopia, I was waiting for a friend's wedding to start, so I went to go see this, and then afterwards I was running low on time and I forgot to check my phone, so I had to throw on my suit behind a Walmart inside my car.
Popstar Never Stop Stopping, The Conjuring 2. Hey guys, I think another one of the fish went missing. Lights Out, underrated horror flick. Nerve, Sausage Party, Mike Flanagan Saves a Franchise, Ouija, Origin of Evil, Office Christmas Party. Hey, that ticket stub's not in English. That's because we saw Passengers on Vacation in Cancun, Mexico. Split. Just because you like the Resident Evil games doesn't mean the movies are worth seeing or making. I lost the ticket for part 1, but this is John Wick Chapter 2. Jordan Peele's excellent Get Out. The Fate of the Furious, Part 8. Alien Covenant, another Edgar Wright classic, Baby Driver.
I picked the worst movie of all time to accidentally sit front row for.
Spider-Man Far From Home. The Big Sick. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Insidious, The Last Key, I think it was called. The Greatest Showman. Game Night. Intense but pretty incredible Red Sparrow. The Strangers Pray at Night. Unsane. Blockers. A Quiet Place. Ari Aster's masterpiece, Hereditary. Tag, you're it. This is really reminding me how many Mission Impossible movies there are. Bo Burnham's masterful coming-of-age film 8th Grade. Searching. Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born. Halloween 2018. Yeah, this one's not ringing a bell. Aquaman, The Prodigy. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Fighting with My Family. Dumbo. Us by Jordan Peele. Long Shot. This was actually a pretty good and genuine movie. This was book smart. John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. I'm the Rocket Man. Toy Story 4. Midsommar, a very disturbing film. Crawl, starring human-eating gators. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Good Boys. Ready or Not is an awesome movie. The directors are awesome, and they also did a great job on Screen 5. It, Chapter 2, I guess I lost my ticket for Chapter 1 because I definitely saw it. Got to see The Shining in theaters, which was amazing. Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix. Robert Eggers' second film, The Lighthouse. I can't stop saying Mike Flanagan, but Dr. Sleep. Knives Out. Uncut Gems. This movie got dumped in January 2020, but it's actually pretty good. It's underwater. The Invisible Man 2020. Halloween 1978. It was a pleasure to watch this on the big screen. Freaky. I'm gonna be completely honest, I walked out of this movie after about an hour and a half. I had no clue what was going on. Raya and the Last Dragon. Minari. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World 10-year anniversary on the big screen. A Quiet Place Part 2. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Old by M. Night Shyamalan. Don't Breathe 2. Candyman. This movie is mind-blowing and so much fun. Malignant. Halloween Kills. Last Night in Soho. Antlers. Spider-Man No Way Home. Incredibly overhyped. And the finale to my ticket collection as of now, Scream 5.
Well, we've made it to the end of my ticket stub collection. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. There were some in there that I didn't recognize, so if you've seen these movies or anything on there that really stood out to you, let me know. Please leave a like. You can check out some of my recent videos on screen now. The Missing Frame is up and running. Subscribe on the road to 10K, and I'll see you very soon.